Do you feel like something doesn't feel quite right when you're working with funnels? I mean, think of how much of marketing strategies are focused on funnels right now. Everyone is doing a funnel. Everyone's like, it makes sense. Get from the big audience down to the narrow audience, right? I'm gonna make a drawing of it for you. If you don't know what a funnel is, this is what it looks like, right? So you got one side of the funnel, another side of the funnel, and so you're going from getting a big chunk of people to come in through here. You get like rain, and then you capture them to go through your funnel down into this bottom line here, where you get the most out of them. So the people that go here, they start with an email. They give you their email, and you give them something in exchange, like an ebook, for example. And that's great. Lots of people go in here, and then they just start getting other different offerings at different levels. For example, this could be a $20 ebook that they buy, and then this one here is their $200 uh, 2 weeks or 3 weeks webinar workshop that you have. And then down here you have the bigger offerings, like $3,000 $5,000 program that they sign up for. And this is how the process goes. And this is called the funnel technology. But something doesn't feel quite right about this, and it just hit me when my partner asked me, like, okay, well, where do they go from here? They gotta go somewhere from here. And like, these people are just dropping here, and then what's happening down there? And this is very, like, it's very linear. This is a linear technology that is taking people from A to B. So from A, from being out in the world, into B, where you kind of profit from them. And it just hit me when my partner asked me, like, okay, where do they go after they do the $3,000 program? They gotta go somewhere. Why can't they go somewhere? Then it hit me, and then it caught up, like, this is only one part of it, and it's the incompleteness of this society, the incompleteness of taking advantage from something, like taking a resource, using the most of it as you can, and then throwing it away. I mean, of course, the client, ideally, after he goes through this process, he gets something out of value. Like, he learns communication skills, or he has some sort of skills in marketing, or um, whatever it is that this funnel is for. The person gets something, but then there is no relationship. There is no real relationship about where that goes next. And maybe they can a clever way that some marketers go and do this, they put another funnel down here, and they do the same thing again. But it just hit me today that there is a way better way of seeing this, and I want to introduce you. Okay, before I go introduce this, the problem with doing this is that it feels really incomplete. There is a part of it that doesn't feel quite right for integrally. It's like designing something to for profit, and it's incomplete. There's a linearity to it, and there is no cycle in it. So there is no sustainability. There is no, where does it go? It's just a linear place, and it goes from A to B, linear, and then that's it. What if you could offer something for yourself and for your client that is circular, and that it regenerates, and that it creates value for you, and that it creates value for the client, and that instead of dropping them after the funnel into back into the world, that there is another process that equally reintegrates them back into the world after they have gone through the transformation process. It goes back out into the world. This is why I want to show you what I've come up with, and this is called the torus flow. It looks something like this. As you can see, here is what was the funnel before. of what was capturing the clients to go into the process. And essentially the funnel process is looking at this picture. But what if we're only looking at a small picture, and the picture of it could actually look way bigger, like a funnel, a torus. This is a torus shape, is the shape of a donut, and it's a business model that could create a regenerative business for you and a regenerative business for your clients. And essentially it works in the same way. There's a if you can see here, it looks more like a donut, and the clients, the people, they get attracted to go into this process. There is like your high value is down here, and they get to see, they get attracted by this. Something like a vacuum is attracting this. If they're close enough to it, they feel the necessity to go to it, they get attracted, they go into it. Once they finish here, they don't get dropped into the nothing. They have this outside process, this going out process of going from being a generalist, being out there in the world, into being having gained these really powerful skills and experiences, and participating in this let's call it organism. And then they have the possibility of going out and remerging, perhaps in the same thing, but not necessarily in the same one. They also have the possibility of just coming out, right? But there is at least this going out process, like is the going in as a funnel, and then there is a going out. What is that process in your business look like? What could that look like? If you have been working with funnels for a while, what does that look like for you? That you have that process of outboarding or moving for your clients, that it is not that they drop into the nothing, but that they have a process of reintegrating back into the world, either going outside of the organization through these ways, through this hole, back into the world, perhaps into other toruses or other organizations, or they can cycle back into the top of it. Cycle back and cycle back and cycle back. And if you can design all of your funnels in this way, then essentially they can all fit in this circular shape. So this is the introduction to the torus flow, and I'm really excited about this. If you have any questions about this, send me a message, and I would love to talk more about it and design a flow, a torus flow that works for your business. Thank you for watching, and until the next video.